Donald Trump has won in Ohio, and we can now paint that red. Now, still, Ben, we're going to get to that question in a second. We just have a little bit of action here.
Yeah.
Still, the map that I developed is still spot on for right now. Nothing has changed right now versus my map for now. That's all I'm saying, Ben.
Right,
okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen.
Decision Desk HQ not only called Ohio, but they're calling Florida, Missouri, and North Carolina for Donald Trump. I can definitely see Florida. I think we've already called Missouri a little bit earlier than that. And North Carolina was still out, but yeah, I don't have anything to say, but just every morning when I start my show, I don't know how the office of the presidency survives Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Because the sheer disdain that he's going to be shown. I mean, what they did to President Obama over the last 8 years pales in comparison for what we're getting ready to do to Donald Trump. I mean, F the role of the presidency. It's really going to devolve into something that I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be any respect left for the office once he's gone.
A first lady who was working illegally in the United States at one point, right? I mean, you can't write this stuff. This is crazy.
You can't write this.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Orwellian.
I'm sorry we got off track. I think that it's too early to have the answers to exactly how this is all going to play out. We're all sort of trying to process the results right now, so we'll deal with that, I guess, tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for the call. We're going to keep looking at what it is that is happening here. But Ohio has been called for Donald Trump. And we now also are seeing it appears as though we are getting closer to a Florida call because 95% is reporting there. We know that it seems like corporate media likes to wait until they call Florida because of what's happened. Ever since the year 2000, they like to wait on Florida. But it is not looking very good in Florida.
No. I mean, I've already, I mean, there's really no reason they haven't gone ahead and called this. There are only like three counties. 4 counties that are Democratic leaning.
Yeah.
And those have reported at 95, 96, 98%.
Yep.
There's nothing left for Hillary Clinton to get in Florida.
Yep. I agree with you. All right, let's take a call from Gibbon. Gibbon is joining us. Gibbon, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Hudson, New Hampshire.
Okay. I'm having a super hard time hearing the callers. I don't know if you are, Ben. Maybe we can bump them up a little bit. You said you're calling from New Hampshire?
Yes, in Hudson.
Cool. What can we do for you?
So I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on Trump's policies on immigration?
I think they're a disaster, and I think they're completely hypocritical, and I think they're unrealistic. Mexico's not going to pay for a wall. His own wife was working in the United States illegally before she was legally authorized here. She is someone that is on the list of people who should have been deported, according to Trump, based on his own deportation force ideas. I think that they're a complete joke. Ben, is there more to say?
No, that's it.
Can I ask something else, too?
Sure.
Yeah, my name's Adam Dobek from 9 Gambia Street. Come assassinate me. The door should be wide.
Okay.
Wide open. 9 Gambia Street, Hudson, New Hampshire. Come kill me. Adam Dobek. My mom's name's...
Yeah. Okay. Well, I really just don't know when I consider myself a prank call connoisseur.
Yeah.
I relish a good prank call. And I don't know what these calls are about. Like, what is the joke? Do you know, Pat? Maybe it's like I'm too old to understand what the jokes are.
I think the warning sign was when he said he wants to say something else. And
Yeah, that's never good.
Up.
Whenever a caller wants to say something else, you know that you're in trouble.
We should have known because it was quite the lame question to begin with.
Yeah, right.
What do you think about Donald Trump's immigration policies? Well, no shit, Sherlock. What do you think we think?
Yeah, they're a disaster. Yeah. Okay, let's take a call from 805. 805, you were on the line with us. Name and where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Mackenzie calling from Seattle, Washington.
All right, Seattle, I think still maybe Hillary can win if we're lucky.
Maybe. I had a question about the next election cycle.
Yeah.
So this election has been about voting for the other candidate. So my question is, do you think that this kind of polarization is unique to this election cycle, or is this the future? Is this the future of American politics?
I believe that we are seeing a change to American politics. It's been pretty effed up for a while, Ben.
Yeah.
But I think it's getting worse. I think that this does signify a change, particularly whether Trump wins or loses. The fact that he's just the nominee signifies a change for American politics.
The fact that it's this close, the nominee, just the fact that he got the. Well, actually, some of the nomination came as a result of all the free media. I mean, you don't get $2 billion to some estimates of up to $3 billion of free media and not win a nomination. But the fact that the race is this close tells you how many people are willing to play ball with Donald Trump style politics.
No doubt.
Scary.
No doubt. Did you vote today, by the way, Mackenzie?
I did, yes.
Cool.
Voted yesterday.
Oh, you voted. So you did early voting.
Yes, early voting. Actually, Washington is all vote by mail. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Washington's vote. See, we need that here in Massachusetts, don't we, Ben? Yeah. All right. You don't care. You'll go.
May I ask one more quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, David. So, kind of related to my first question, what type of candidate or policies do you think could unite the country again, if you think that something is going to change?
I wish there was a policy that could unite the country. I think that we are so far from that, Ben. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know.
Aliens.
Yeah. I think some big discovery I've talked about with Neil deGrasse Tyson about how significant advancements with regard to space travel, intelligent life outside of this planet, that might be such a major uniting force. But short of that, I just don't know, Mackenzie. I don't see any policy uniting people.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, David.
All right. Thank you so much for the call. Really, really appreciate it. We are, guys, getting very, very close to some additional calls. There are rumblings that Virginia has been / is going to be called soon, depending on where you look, and we will probably be making that call in favor of Hillary Clinton pretty soon, right? I mean, Virginia is starting to shape up like what it should have been, which is a win for Hillary Clinton. Are you getting the same thing?
Yeah. We're it looks like we can go in that direction. Thankfully, I mean, I don't know what she would do without Virginia.
Yeah, it would be over, I think, if she lost Virginia there. Okay, let's take a call from 757. 757 area code. What's going on?
Virginia.
Hey, what's going on, Dan? This is James again. I had a question before, but I didn't really have the chance to ask you. So before the election actually started again a little bit, but they had a video about Project Veritas.
Yeah.
Are you familiar?
I am.
What are your stances about that, man? I've heard a lot of differentiating opinions about that.
Yeah. Well, you want to take this first, Ben? You see me.
Yes. Project Veritas and James O'Keefe. They are the scum of the earth. I think the only people who are more repugnant than Donald Trump, not just in the quality of character, but definitely with how they deliver their content. Highly edited to try to convince that there's a narrative that doesn't exist, right? They're editing these videos to make it look like it's actually something, all the way back to the Acorn incident of 2008. James O'Keefe is the scum of the earth, and if you want, you could cite Rush Limbaugh and be more credible than if you cite James O'Keefe.
All right. I mean, I could not possibly add to that.
Right. But I mean, some of the things that they said, like, why did he get fired? Why did I'm not sure what his name was, but why did he resign? Why did he get fired?
Oh, that's easy. I mean, you're talking about the guy who was working for the Democratic leaning organization. He resigned after the video came out because listen. He was an imbecile to begin with, right? But then two, it's just they're cutting their losses. As soon as this gets out, look up Google James O'Keefe and Acorn and see the number of people he got fired. He took down an entire organization with a video that was completely fabricated, that was not true. So take a look at that, and you can understand why an organization will very quickly part ways with anyone who shows up in a James O'Keefe video.